All right, guys, we're going to get started on vocabulary. So I'll have you go ahead and grab your vocabulary journal and something to write with, and I'll get the camera so we can start writing our synonyms and antonyms for our 5 new words, all right? Okie dokie. Move that down. All right, so we are on page 16. And we got our 5 new words yesterday and their definitions. So we're going to go ahead and add in our synonyms and antonyms. So our first word, lob, is a verb that means to throw. So a synonym, another word for lob, would be throw. Throw. Is that going to be too light, guys? Can you see that? You know what I wish? I wish I could hear you answer. Hopefully someday soon. So throw is like lob. Another one would be toss. So when we're talking about lob or throw or toss, we're not talking about doing it super hard. We're just passing it to another person. So the opposite of throw, toss, or lob would be catch, because you're on the other end, right? Catch. Or hold. Hold might kind of be a word you could use. All right, so we have throw, T-H-R-O-W, and toss, T-O-S-S. And then antonyms, we have catch, C-A-T-C-H, and H-O-L-D for hold. All right, so before we move on, make sure you have lob, verb, to throw. Throw and toss, catch and hold. Make sure at the top we have week 10 and the date as well. That would be important for you. If I ask you to go look for week 10, that will help you find it. All right. If you're still writing, go ahead and push pause. I'm going to move down to the next word. All right. The next word is tremble. It's a verb also. It means to shake uncontrollably. So you can't stop it. So one of the words that we could use out of our definition is shake. S-H-A-K-E. Shake. Sometimes when you tremble, it might be because you're cold. So that could be shiver. You're shivering. To shiver means to shake uncontrollably. Think about a time like you've been so cold that you're just like shaking, shivering. An antonym to tremble, shake, and shiver would be to freeze. Not freeze as in cold, but like to stand still or to hold still or not move. So still would be another one we could do. So freeze, F-R-E-E-Z-E, and still, S-T-I-L-L. Still. Shake and shiver, and freeze and still. Okay, make sure you have tremble and verb, to shake uncontrollably. Words that are similar, shake and shiver. Words that are not, freeze and still. All right, if you need more time, go ahead and press pause right now. We're going to go to the word skeptic. Skeptic. Someone who is slow to believe something is a skeptic. That's a noun. So if you don't believe, you're an unbeliever. U-N-B-E-L-I-E-V-E-R. Unbeliever. U-N, which means not. B-E-L-I-E-V-E-R. Unbeliever. Another one could be a doubter. You're a doubt. You have doubt, so you're a doubter. D-O-U-B-T-E-R. D-O-U-B-T-E-R. Doubter. You doubt someone, you're a doubter. You don't believe someone, you're an unbeliever. So what would be the opposite of being a skeptic or an unbeliever or a doubter would be a believer. B-E-L-I-E-V-E-R. Believer. B-E-L-I-E-V-E-R. Or a follower. A follower, you're just going to go along with it. So F-O-L-L-O-W-E-R. Follower. F-O-L-L-O-W-E-R. Follower. All right, so we have skeptic, noun, someone who is slow to believe something, an unbeliever and a doubter, or a believer and a follower. Okay, make sure you get those all written down, please. I think I'm actually going to change my pen because this one is hard to see. So while you guys get that written down, I'm going to change my pen. Let's see, what do I have here? Okay. Okay, so if you're not finished, go ahead and push pause. We're going to flip this over. So we're going to flip it over to page 17. And we have the word propose. It's a verb. It means to make a suggestion or share an idea. Propose. So I see the word suggestion. So a synonym, I said cinnamon. Synonym would be suggest. S-U-G-G-E-S-T. Suggest. Another one, it's a kind of a long word, recommend. So R-E-C-O-M-M-E-N-D. Suggest, S-U-G-G-E-S-T. Recommend, R-E-C-O-M-M-E-N-D. Suggest and recommend. Okay, the opposite of suggest, recommend, or propose would be to demand. D-E-M-A-N-D. Demand. I'm not confident that this pen is any better. I hope that you guys can see this okay on your screen. Demand. You're not going to ask anyone. You're not going to suggest anything. You're not going to recommend something. You're going to say, this is how it is. You're going to demand or order. You make some orders to say, this is how it's going to be done. O-R-D-E-R. Order. Speaking of order, it looks like I need to order some new Flair pens. Okay. All right, if you're not finished writing, go ahead and push pause. Excuse me, my throat. We're going to go to inflate. Excuse me, I have a tickle. Okay, inflate means to fill with air or gas. Another verb. We had a lot of verbs this time. To fill with air or gas is inflate. So another word would be to fill. That's one of them right up there in our definition. F-I-L-L. Fill. Another one would be expand. E-X-P-A-N-D. Expand. And when you're inflating something, it will expand. Like the balloon will expand. It will fill. The opposite would be to deflate. D-E-F-L-A-T-E. Deflate. Lose all of its air. Another one would be shrink. S-H-R-I-N-K. Shrink. Okay, so we have fill, expand, deflate, shrink. Make sure you have everything in there filled in. Okay, so I'm going to open this up so you can see both pages if you need to. Let's get this as close as I can get it so you can see it. All right, hopefully you can see that. Trying to find a way to make it not quite so bright. All right, so go ahead and freeze this page if you need to. And we're going to put this away and head over to our grammar. And we're going to be doing a grammar interactive notebook activity. So I'm going to close this out here and head back here and say, see you over in grammar.